Snakes in Hinduism. Can you believe it? According to Hindu scriptures and mythologies, such as the Ramayana and Mahabharata, snakes are descended from humans. Snakes are considered to be holy creatures that mark birth, death, and mortality. This is because they cast their skin, which means rebirth, being the moral entity of strength. Snakes have a life cycle that goes on for generations after generations. This quality of casting their skin often shows people that life is endless. It goes on from birth to birth. The only thing one can do to terminate is surrendering themselves to devotion and staying away from ahankara. Other myths say that it is one of the 8 great dragons in Chinese and Japanese culture. The connectivity of snakes with Hinduism is a commitment that people are expressing through their prayers. There are a lot of mysteries surrounding the lives of snakes. The mysteries are some that are myths, and some others that are interesting to learn about. But with the connection of science, snakes represent the Kundalini Shakti, which a person should possess to go on the path of moksha and enlightenment. When you walk through the villages of India, you will observe many such representations of snakes in human form, or snakes in general, as well as gods. They pray for the well-being of themselves and their family. These idols of representation are like humans, or snakes like cobras or nagas. King Cobra, considered to be the most venomous snake, has the name of being the ornament of Lord Shiva. These idols are kept outside the temples, revealing them to be the guardians of the temple. They are found at the feet of the gods, showing that they have sacrificed themselves to the gods. They are prayed for by lighting up diyas, offering milk, burning camphor, and other acts before their shrines. The snake's life cycle is surrounded by many such acts that occurred among the Hindu gods in their land. People believed that snakes had the power to disguise themselves in any form they wished. It is said that Swami Raghavendra, who has been worshipped and believed to be living in Mantralayam, takes the form of a snake early in the morning to take a bath in the rivers. Some devotees of the time observed a black cobra around 4 a.m. in the temple, often in Mantralayam. Certain myths might be true, as life on earth is always incredible. The scripts of Hinduism describe the Nagas as a class of demigods residing in a place where there is a subterranean world called Patala. They protect the hidden treasures of the world. They safeguard them from getting into the wrong hands. They are good to people and harmless, but if they are harmed by any disrespect or ill treatment, they could be a terrific villain for those beasts. Mythologies are the reason we have learned so much about history. However, history refers to snakes as the creatures that inspired the Mahabharata and Bhagavatam epics. The narrator of Bhagavatam, Shukracharya, was telling the story to Parikshit, but then he was cursed to death for a snake bite after 7 days. After that, Parikshit's son turned up on a mission to eliminate snakes, but then it was stopped in half by a rishi named Astika. To repent his mistake of harming an innocent creature without a proper reason, he requested Vaisampayana, the disciple of Vyasa, to narrate the Mahabharata. But yes, we must agree that mythologies play an important role here in narrating history to the present generations. According to Hindu mythologies like the Mahabharata, Adi Shesha, who is short for Sheshanaga, is the lord of the snakes. Lord Vishnu is the one who rests on Shesha in his ocean of milk. Hey, wait. There are 3 dots in there and one line is going straight up and down. How should I pronounce it? Just let me know.
That time my pen doesn't work, so I was just testing that pen. That's it. You can just ignore it.
I also ignored that voice and that lines. Else, I create some images for it.
LOL. You could also find Lord Muruga, worshipped in the form of a snake, or snake accompanied by him along with a peacock. Lord Ganesha, his brother, would have a snake tied to his stomach. The story of the first and the great god of snakes, Sheshanaga, comes from the Mahabharata. He is a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. The Sheshanaga was the son of a sage, Kashyapa, and his wife, Katru. He is also known as Ananta. Shesha is the eldest of the snakes that Katru gave birth to. But the story of Lord Shiva having snakes on his neck is also a myth that teaches about being fearless in situations and the importance of facing things boldly. This signifies the devotees of Lord Shiva being bold as he is with them to safeguard them from fears and weaknesses. This is also a symbol, meaning that one must keep their ego under control when seeing Lord Shiva. The snake is believed to be Vasuki, the king of snakes, the snake that Lord Shiva is wearing on his neck. Vasuki is blessed by Lord Shiva and has been given the gift of being in his neck. Scripts reveal that Vasuki has Nagamani on his neck, the most precious diamond snakes use to preserve. Mansa Devi, the goddess of snakes, is worshipped for curing snake bites and for wellness and fertility. She is also worshipped for the cure of many other infectious diseases. In the Shaivite pantheon, Mansa is considered to be the daughter of Lord Shiva. However, she is also said to be the daughter of sage Kashyapa. She is married to a sage named Jaratakaru, and she has a child with whom she is portrayed in pictures of her deity. Her name is Astika. The temple of Mansa Devi is still worshipped in Haridwar. She is also known as Nagamma, Vishahara, Nitya, and Padmavati. Furthermore, almost all female goddess deities are depicted with snakes in their heads. Then who is Nagaraja? Here it goes. This simply means king of snakes in Sanskrit. Lord Nagaraja is the holy name given to 3 snake gods. This includes 3 main deities, Adishesha, Takshak, and Vasuki. 3 siblings descended from the saint Kashyapa, the father of all snakes, and Katru, the mother of all snakes. Nag Panchami is celebrated all over the country of India to worship and celebrate snakes on this day. This falls on the 5th day of the Shukla Paksha, that is the lunar period during Shravan month, which comes in July and August. The 5 main Nagas worshipped on Naga Panchami are Ananta, Vasuki, Takshak, Karakotaka, and Pingala. Have you ever thought about why snakes and eagles are born enemies of each other? Here is why. Myths say that both Garuda and snakes are from the same father. Katru, the mother of snakes, gave birth to 1,000 snakes as per her wish. Saint Kashyapa granted a wish for her. She was gifted as per her wish. Her sister Vinata was also married to the same sage Kashyapa. Once there was a discussion between Katru and Vinata about heavenly horses. Katru and Vinata predicted that a heavenly horse was not completely white. The situation turned in favor of Katru. Her sons crept over the horse's tail, which appeared to be a deep black due to the poison of the snakes. As Vinata lost that bet, she became a slave to Katru. After that, she requested a son who could escape her from slavery. That is how she gave birth to Garuda. She was finally freed from slavery. Thus, it ended up moving like the Garuda, giving up the whole of its life to kill snakes.